Good morning, dear children. As you can see on your screen, so today's our topic is from your grammar book, that is Cornerstone. I suppose that you all have your books with you. So please open up chapter 11, and the topic for today is articles. Now, before we start, the first question I want to ask you is, what are articles? Yes, I believe that you all are giving answers right now that articles are a, and the, right? Yes. So now let's begin with your chapter 11 articles. Now, according to your book, it says that the words a, and the are called articles. So what are articles? A, and the are articles. Now, what are its uses? So the answer is again given here. It is said that they are used to point out people or things. So whenever anyone asks you what are articles, you can give the answer, and when they ask you what is the use of article, you can tell that they are used to point out people or things. Yes. Okay, so another definition of article is that articles are words. What are articles? They are words. And what are those words? A, an, or the. Now what does this word do? It defines a noun, whether it is specific or unspecific. So in a line, if I say this definition, it is like articles are words that define a noun as specific or unspecific. Now articles, they are of two types. Now what are those two types of articles? First, it is indefinite article, and second, it is definite article. Okay, so there are two types of article as you can see on your screen. Now the first type of article, what is the first type of article? It is indefinite article. So what are indefinite article? There are three words in article: a, an, and the. Now these three are divided into two categories. One is a and an, the second is the. So a and an are indefinite article. Now what is indefinite article? Indefinite articles are something that is not clear or obvious or exact. Means, according to your book, it says that a and an are called indefinite articles as they are used when we are not talking of any person or thing in particular. Means, when we are not specifically talking about something, that time we use a or an, which is indefinite article. Now some examples are also given here: a chair, a table, a box, a bag, an apple. It is not specific which chair, which bag, which apple. It is just talking about a common thing: a chair, a table, a bag, something like that, which is not exactly specific. So those are known as indefinite articles. Okay. Now when you are learning about articles, you should know about countables and uncountable nouns. Now what are countable and uncountable nouns? Countable nouns means the things which you can count are known as countable nouns, and the things which you cannot count, like milk, water, those are known as uncountable nouns. Okay, so now here we are going to see what are the uses of a or an. Now the use of a or an, it depends upon the sound. Now we know what are vowels and we know what are consonants. Okay, so here on your screen you can see the second image, vowels. What are vowels? A, E, I, O, U, right? Those are vowels. And the remaining of the alphabets, they are known as consonants. Okay, so now here, what are the function and what are their examples? It is given in your book. Now when are indefinite articles used? They are used before countable noun. They are used before any word that begins with a vowel but is pronounced with a consonant sound. Now if you know the difference between vowel and consonant sound, you will be very much clear what this function is saying. Now supposingly here it is written university, the second example of a, where a is used before any word that begins with a vowel but is pronounced with a consonant sound. Now here it is written a university, a unit. Why it is u, a, E, I, O, U? It is supposed to be a vowel, and in front of a vowel we have learned always that n is used. Then why a is used here? Because definitely it is a vowel, but the sound it is producing, it is not a sound of a vowel, but it is a sound of a consonant. So that is the reason why a is being used here. Okay, so now these are the uses of a. Now second part of this table, it tells us about the uses of an. Now, n are used before countable noun in the singular number. We all know what are singular and plural, right? And again, it is used before abbreviations if the consonant begins with a vowel sound. Abbreviations also we know what are those. So if there is a sound, whether it is a consonant letter, but the sound is of a vowel, so what happens? We use an in front of it, and it is used before beginning with the letter H, which is not pronounced. Now an R, H-O-U-R, it starts with H, but it is pronounced as R, not hover, right? So H is being silent here and R is being pronounced, which is a vowel sound. So in front of that, what we will use? We will use an. Now in your book, some more examples are given where and all you use a and n. Okay. Now again, the indefinite article is also used when you talk about profession, and words like dozen, quarter, hundred, thousand, few, little, this all are also preceded by a. Now for example, can you give me a little sugar? Now there are various examples of when you have to use a and when you have to use n. And what are a and n? They are indefinite articles. Okay. Now next we'll look into definite article. So students, what is definite article? Which word of article is definite article? Yes, the is definite article. Okay. Now the definite article is the word the. Now what is the definition if we talk about it? The definite article is the word the. It is used before a noun to specify it as something previously considered. Previously considered means, supposingly, when you are talking about a definite article, it is the, right? So if I am talking about in a sentence, where do I use the? Now supposingly, if I have spoken about something before, means uh, if I am using the, so I need to make sure whether that topic is being known to everyone or not. Supposingly, as an example, if I say the dog is brown, which dog is brown? Do they know? Do you know which dog I am talking about? No. So first what I need to do is I need to make that dog specific. So what I'll say, this is a dog. Now I'm telling you where is the dog, and this is a dog. So I'm specifying something. Now this is a dog. The dog is brown. So what I did, first I specified the noun, and after that I just told you, means I used the definite noun to make it more specific, right? So according to your book, the definite article is used when we speak of a person or thing that we have already referred to. Now dog, it is very common, but you do not know which dog I am talking about. But if I talk about some common things like girl, the girl is standing next to me is my cousin. Okay. Now I am going to the bank. Bank is known to everyone. Whichever bank I can go. So I am going to the bank. In that way I can use definite article. So I hope that you all understand what are definite articles and what are indefinite articles, and some exercises are also given in your book which are supposed to be done, which we will be doing in our notes, which I'll be sending you again after we finish this chapter. Okay, so now you know what are definite articles and what are indefinite articles, and you know when to use definite article and when to use indefinite article. You know what are singular noun, what are plural noun, you know what are countable nouns, what are uncountable nouns, and you also know the rules whatever is being displayed in your book and also in this video. Now we know that articles are being used in some places according to the vowels and according to the consonant. Now there are certain things in which in which articles are not used. So there are some example of it. So articles usually they go before nouns, okay, but there are many times when we cannot use either a or an or the, means there are times where we cannot use whether it is definite article or it is an indefinite article. So when it is not used, name of languages. Means if I am talking about any language, I cannot use they speak a Hindi at home, they speak an Hindi at home, they speak the Hindi at home. Does it suit well? No, it does not. So in front of any languages, we do not use any article. Plural countable nouns that refer to the entire class. Means apples are grown in Himachal Pradesh. Now apples, specifically it is telling that it is being grown in Himachal Pradesh, so there is no use of any article here. Tigers will soon become extinct. Now this tigers, it is not telling that tigers of Chhattisgarh will soon become extinct. No, it is telling about the entire family, entire class of the tiger, that it will extinct soon. So like material noun, golds and books, in front of those things, this articles are not used. Abstract nouns, expressions, some phrases, name of meals, names of academic subjects, this type of things, in front of this type of series, articles are not used, whether definite or indefinite. So there are certain rules and regulations while making a sentence by using article, whether it should be used here or not. This all things we need to keep on mind, and the table which are being shown here, these tables are going to help you to identify when an article should be used and when it should not be used, where it should be used, what kind of sound we need to understand, whether a will be used here, n will be used here, or definite article the will be used here. So this is your chapter about articles. I believe that you all understand what this chapter is trying to teach us. So please learn this chapter again, and if you find any doubt in this chapter, contact us anytime, and sure we will reach out to help you so that it will be better for your future. Okay, thank you.